Look at that. I mean, that's just amazing. So we have the tree moving this way. We'll talk a bit about movement. We've got balancing here. The bulk of the foliage is here. That's your movement. A very nice feature in the middle. This tree needs to develop more foliage so that it's balancing out this, that you don't just see the trunk. You see the green. This branch here is really important to give it depth. As you look at that now, see, it's two-dimensional, right? So we need to develop the depth of it in order to really make it look like a real tree. And you need some stuff out the front. You don't want to block this, but I could move this branch a bit more around this way. See that? But the challenge with this one is it's in one plane. Okay? Easy to fix, a bit of wire, allowing more to develop will really help this. And really looking at this coming out to about here, you end up with a beautiful canopy. Even this one, you could keep low and have a almost second tree here. You see that? Second part of the tree here. In which case these are probably a bit long, but it looks as though they've been cut and they're starting to shoot back, which is great. Nurture this along and you end up with a really spectacular tree. And you know, you don't often see these in this size. So 2022, remember? This would be a good one if you could develop an awesome canopy here, some back substance to the tree, and a bit more on the front to this side, yeah? Does that make sense? It does to me, so that's like...
What variety is that?
A bottle brush. Yeah? Yeah, Callistemon. Callistemon a la bush. Picked up in the bush. Yeah? But a very nice tree, and you can imagine if the canopy is a bit bigger, having the 4 years. Whew. You don't rush, do you? They're not usually that slow. Yeah. One of the things that I found in my early years is that I also had very slow growing. In fact, I traveled a lot, didn't help either. And I put a sprinkler system in, which was fantastic. My wife made it quite plain they were my trees, and her job was not to water them, and fair enough. But when I got frustrated with it, and I decided I'd fertilize it a little bit more, so I actually do a liquid fertilizer every week now, every week. And that might get a bit more energy into the tree. And remember that the fertilizer isn't food. The fertilizer is the vitamins that keep the tree healthy. All the tree really needs is the water, the oxygen, and the sun. So a very important thing if you want to get growth on is to keep up that fertilizer every week. I buy the cheap stuff, whatever's on special, but use Charlie Carr, normal mix. I may miss a week every now and again when I'm busy, you know, shows are on and things like that, but that constant application, because each time we water this, out the bottom of that hole is coming all of the nutrients. So you've got to replace them. And if you use really good soil mix, which this one looks like it's in, it goes through even faster. So keeping it up really helps. It does cause the weed to grow under the bench, but you know, there's a price to be paid for everything. But I love this. This trunk is just really, really special. Yeah.